Okay. Okay. So we have to go back and collect everything that we forgot to get. Or more like everything we neglected to get. Because I was trying to play this game as easily as possible. Right? I wasn't trying to do any backtracking. Now we have to do backtracking because I'm retarded. Alright, so let's just... Where should I start first? We'll go back to Mr. Eagle guy. No, wait. This is where I need to be? I think so. I think this is where I need to be. Okay, we've already climbed up here faster than the last time. All right. You know, somebody was talking to me about my racism the other day, and I'm not racist. Okay, so I'm not racist. I make fun of everyone equally, and honestly, I don't give a rat's behind about race. Like, at all. Like, I don't care. So, like, when people get mad that I'm making fun of black people, or I'm making fun of, Alright, let me just walk over here, then. Yeah, people are like, oh, he made fun of Asians by saying they eat bats. Which is not what I actually said. I didn't say that they ate bats. I just said that the robot bat looked like an Asian robot bat. And you might get upset about that and be like, why are you hating on the Asians? Just grow up. How about that? If you notice, I've made fun of every group of people so far in this. Okay, so I already know that we're gonna have to redo this level because something's not right here. I should be able to find where I'm going. Or like when I made fun of Hispanic people. By saying the food is, you know, sometimes not good for you. Where am I supposed to be going right now? Or by saying that, you know, there's a lot of them over here. I guess I've already failed this level. That's disappointing. But if you notice, I hate on everyone equally. Okay? I hate all my own people the most. So when do I have to redo this boss battle? Oh, wow. I did not anticipate having to do this. But like, I hate on black people all the time. I think black culture in America is one of the most retarded and demonic cultures out there, right? But I also, or maybe I shouldn't say hate, but I strongly dislike other groups of people as well. It's not just black people. It's not just white people that I hate. I hate everyone. Okay? The only group of people I recognize in America is Americans. I don't recognize black Americans, white Americans. I feel like we're gonna have to do that level over again. But I don't acknowledge color Americans. I acknowledge Americans. All right. So I'm gonna make fun of the Hispanic people who come over here. Right? That I feel like that's the least that should happen, right? Because they're already coming over here and they're living better off lives than most Americans. So why should... Oh, come on. Okay. You tried doing that to me earlier. But why should I care that I hurt someone's feelings? Oh, I said that white people invented mini bosses. They did invent a lot of other things too, right? White people invented World War II and nukes and abortion and all sorts of... All right, I think I remember doing this as a childhood, in my childhood, I should say. Okay, yeah, white people, abortions, right? Degenerate people. Okay, finally we're gonna get this last body part. I thought it was in the other level, but in the armored armadillo level, it's actually a secret part that gives you a different like power move, and I don't know if this game has been updated to include that. But here's the last body part. Like I just don't care that, you know, Hispanic people are hurt. That I said that, you know, half of their extended family over here wasn't born over here. I'm supposed to, it's just a fact, right? When I say black culture is demonic, that's just a fact. That's not my opinion. Okay, so I don't have to prove it. I actually have zero clue how to get over here. Oh, wow. Okay. That was about to be terrifying. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that was... Again, to the people who are complaining that I'm playing on easy with my two thumbs, and I'm almost dying over here. I don't give a crap about white people, honestly. Okay, because white people don't give a crap about themselves, okay? White people refuse to defend themselves in the culture, so why should I care about them? They're weak. They're weak. White people need the next Hitler to come up before they do anything. That's how weak white people are. You have to be the damn Kwisatz Haderach. You have to be Paul Atreides before the white people even do anything in this country. And then you got the freaking Viet Cong coming out of the ground again. And people are like, oh, why? You can't talk about the people in Vietnam like that. Yes, I can. They were literally underground fighting. Okay, we're gonna actually get in this time. Like, I just don't care about people's racial ideology. If you're offended because I say black people in Chicago are highly uneducated, especially the young black men in the public schools, if you have a problem with me saying that, you're either retarded or you have an ideology to push, which would, you know, you don't want other people knowing that black people are actually very destructive to themselves, right? Why should I care? Why should I care? Why should I care about not making fun of Asian people when they don't even really love their kids? The idea of like an Asian parent loving their child is just scolding them so that they can leave the house and go to the university system. That's what Asian parents are. So no, it's equal opportunity hate over here. Okay? I'm not like you. I'm not stupid like you. Okay, I know how to hate. Okay, let me stop climbing up there. I know how to hate. In an appropriate way. Okay, I don't hate people for their color, but the content of their character, right? What is the content of the character of the Somalian who came over here to steal tax dollars for fake daycares? What's the content of that person's character? Right? What's the content of George Floyd's character? I'm supposed to sit here and be sad, right? These people in America are retarded, okay? They don't ever just come out and do the things that they mean, right? Like, just have a race war already. If you guys are all that angry at each other, just kill each other then. Okay, so I'm gonna continue to hate on the blacks. And I'll use that exact word, the blacks, because that's what they want to be referred to as. Right? And none of them are actually black. All right, where do I need to go next? I don't know. I think there's a sub tank here. I'm supposed to care and make sure I don't offend some stupid little 5'1" Latina girl in the army. I don't care to do that. And if she's even getting offended by what I'm saying, how is she gonna handle the bullets flying at her? We're all supposed to just sit here and be quiet in America. You can't ever just say what you mean. You can't ever acknowledge, hey, wait, there's an Indian cabal here running all of the gas stations in the county, and they're all selling off-brand illicit drugs. Oh, but you should just say there's people doing it. No, it's Indian people doing it. Okay? I don't ever see black people owning gas stations. When was the last time you seen that? A black gas station owner. Tell me when was the last time you saw that? I don't even remember the last time I saw a white gas station owner. They're all Indian. They all hire Indian, and you're not allowed to acknowledge that these minority people who are coming over here, at least they're minorities in America. I'm not saying globally, but like the Indians come over here and they only hire other Indians. Okay, and that's a racial monopoly. Okay, you go into McDonald's. Who are the people working in the McDonald's? Okay, you might see a black man here or there. You may not. All right. Oh, that's not what I wanted. But black culture is so cool, Kill. It's so cool, Kill. We rap about having sex and getting money and getting the bag. Right, that's why the vast majority of young black men in Chicago high schools can't read at grade level, right? That's black excellence. Miss me with all these empty platitudes, these racial empty platitudes. Okay. All people are retarded people. Every culture is retarded without God. Okay? Or I'm supposed to not say anything about, okay, this isn't even racial, this is religious. I'm not supposed to say anything about Islam, right? We just have to let, in the UK, I guess in the vast majority of Europe, we just have to let them go over there and do whatever they want. Kill. It's always funny that women always talk about, you have to believe when women tell you stories about them getting raped or sexual assaulted or gang raped or whatever. As an American, you're expected to believe this because we're all feminists for some reason, but you're expected to believe this, right? But then when you go overseas and the Islamic predominantly, or how should I say that? The Muslims over there, right, do not have the same worldview in terms of romance, courtship, dating. They don't have the same worldview that a Christian would, that a European atheist would, What they do is try to destroy what Christianity has built. Right? And let's be objective about it, right? Why should we let them come over here? So we can have the women wear hijab all day? I don't want a country like that. I don't want a country where my daughter can't go outside without wearing a bed sheet on. That's a stupid culture. I don't want that in my society. Oh, but Markel, all cultures are equal. That's a philosophically incoherent statement. Nothing is equal to anything. Okay, this isn't alchemy. There is no such thing as equivalent exchange. You're not equal to yourself the day prior. Okay, where do we need to go next? It's just tiring talking about race in America, and people get butthurt. Okay, but you can't ever acknowledge that, yes, in this current day and age, there are a lot of Hispanic illegals. But you're not allowed to say that. Even though it's the truth, right? It doesn't even really... Okay, so how am I supposed to get this then? Ugh. Okay, so I have to... Okay, so how do you get it then if it won't? Because this is the way to get it. Okay. Finally. Oh, so, okay, we only have one so far. That's not good. But it might be enough to fight Sigma Male. Like, bro, if you're a young white man in America, I'm not saying you have to love being a white person, but you should at least not have contempt for yourself for being white. Okay, if you're a black young man in Chicago, right, and the system is, in your mind, keeping you down, right, you have to do what's necessary to lift yourself up, all right? And that's not what these cultures are doing right now. What cultures are doing right now is blaming each other for these racial problems. So white people are blaming black people for, you know, why it's not safe to go outside anymore in America. And that's actually not the fault of black people. It's just the fault of, well, actually, yeah, white people in music industry signing on degenerate blacks to make propaganda music, right? Make mind control music. Teach you the passions. Okay, but if you're stuck in an environment like that, you have to leave. Okay? You're not going to be able to survive in life just blaming other people for everything. You're not going to be able to do that. That's not possible. Okay? It's actually, hey, white people, it's actually not black people's fault that they kill each other, right? Because they listen to it in the music growing up. I used to listen to that music growing up. I think it's a little weird looking back on it that me and my mom used to listen to the same music, right? And it wasn't good music. It was Satan music. Think about how weird it is that, you know, you and your mom have heard Cocoa Butter by Drake, Lil Wayne, and Nicki Minaj. That's sad. That's not a good thing. Okay, and what were those lessons in the music teaching my mom? Nothing good. Right? What are the lessons in rap music teaching other black people? Nothing good. Gotta kill him because he has a different color on. Ha! Like, bro, like, if we stop talking about these things again, just like in Soviet Russia, does it? Oh, I like this sub-tank. It fills even when your health bar is low. What was I just talking about? I don't remember what I was talking about. So it probably didn't even really matter. But I hate. I think I was talking about rap music or something about how it's mind control. And yeah, it is mind control. Right? So the blacks in America are at a spiritual disadvantage, right? Because their culture, their music, their art is being corrupted by white music executives, and it's not just whites, right? You got Jewish people in there too, right? So it's everybody's fault. We have to let go of this idea that if we just put all the blacks in prison or killed them, America would be better. And that's a retarded idea. Okay, because whites have their problems, Asians have their problems, Latinos have their problems. Everyone has problems. Okay. I think, all right, so we have one sub-tank. I'm not even sure that's enough to fight Sigma. We also did get some more health too. Extra body armor. We may be able to fight him, but I just want to see if, and we'll leave it off on this stage today. I just want to see if in this game, the power up, the Hadouken is in this game. I want to see. Okay, it wasn't letting me fire for a second. Okay, but you just, the physics were, it's actually pretty cool. But yeah, if you're a young white man and you're blaming everything in society on blacks, right? You have to understand that, okay, they're being manipulated. Oh. Yeah, I guess there's spikes right there. I guess that makes sense. They're being spiritually manipulated against their own best interests. Okay? And that's what they want to do to white people too, right? They want to make the culture not as resilient, not as strong, so that you can submit to their rule. And I don't know who they is. All right, got that sub tank. All right, but if you're a young man, you just need to focus on yourself. You can't be focusing on rebuilding Europe, because that's not going to happen anytime soon. You're not going to be able to rebuild Europe with a trad wife if you're a white man. If you're a white man, you have to know that the whole culture hates you like 50 years ago we hated blacks, right? It's just reversed now. So you guys are going to have to experience something rough coming up, but look, you have to have some pride about yourself. I'm not saying you should exclusively focus on your race or which group of people you come from. I'm not saying that, but you should be proud insofar as it's a good lineage, right? You should be proud of that. And no one's really proud about their race. We're all just angry at the other race for perceived historical slights. So now we have to have Black Lives Matter, and we gotta have White Lives Matter. We gotta have all the, like, bro. The only person that matters is Jesus, and I don't care about hurting other or offending other people, making fun of their racism. I don't care. I will make fun of you. Okay, so apparently online they told me I need to kill myself 3 or 4 times before the power up spawns in. And I hope I haven't been lied to, because this would be very embarrassing to do this 5 times in a row and nothing's gonna happen. Okay, if you're a young black man, you need to go read a book, all right? That's how you're gonna get ahead in life. That's the only way you're gonna get ahead in life. You have to start reading books. Stop listening to rap music, start listening to books, okay? If you're, see, how am I supposed to do this 5 times in a row if it's not going to spawn in? I only got so many lives. And you know, I am a firm believer of, you know, what God said in the book of Leviticus, in the book of Exodus, book of Deuteronomy, that you have to treat the foreigner and the stranger in your land even as yourself, right? But the thing that people forget about that passage, which is true. If there is a legal Hispanic person living in your neighborhood, God has commanded you to treat that person like any other person, right? Like any other American. But it's the commandment also is taking into account that those people are wanting to acclimate and support your country, right? So they may not be children of Israel. They might not have any bloodline heritage with any of the tribes, right? But they were allowed, the Egyptians, the other Canaanites who were living among the Israelites, they were allowed to be in Israel, right? They were allowed to go into the temple and do all sorts of things, right? Or offer sacrifice. It's not like they were priests, but okay, I almost died right there. But it was insofar as those people were looking to adopt the Hebrew faith. We don't have that in America. We have grifters who come over here. Those are the type of people coming into America, is grifters. It's not the honest Mexican grandma who's looking to find a better life all the time. All right, that's not the situation most of the time. Sometimes the situation is, I don't think this is gonna spawn, so I'm giving up. The situation is, you know, a dude with his family. Which I'm not trying to say that if you have a family, you can't find a better place to live or whatever. But we haven't restricted any of these things in any way. Oh, dude. Oh. I just murdered him. I just murdered that guy. Whoa. Made me feel a little lightheaded. Alright. Let's fight Sigma Male. Let's just finish this out. I don't want to do a new video of this. So yeah, I am going to keep making fun of all these different places. I'm going to keep making fun of white people. I'm going to keep making fun of black people. You can't tell me what to do. Right? And then all that really happens is these fools who tell me I can't make racial jokes, or I can't tell the truth about the races, right? I can't explain archetypes and generalities of these different people groups. I have to just be like them. I can't say anything. Okay, silence isn't always a virtue. Sometimes it's not good to be silent. Oh. Okay. You know, the thing that really got me into hating all races was, you remember back in the day when people used to say Obama was the first black president? And that was not true, because he's not fully black. All right? Can you do your next attack, Sigma? right? Oh, we have the first black president. No, we have the first mixed race man who's dark colored saying he's a black, right? Obama wasn't the first black president. Okay, he was the first mixed race president. Okay, so we have to lock in. Okay. Okay, how do you... Very... Okay. Okay. Why did it let me attack then? Just go ahead and... Oh, that is not a lot of health. Oh, Lord. Oh. Can I do it? I feel like I'm illegal crossing the border right now. I'm really putting in the work. All right. No more of this. Now we can pick a different game. Leave down in the comments the game you want me to play next. If I'm able to play it, I'll play it. No! It's not possible! I'm a Reploid! I can't be destroyed by you! Why, X? Why have you done this to us? Without the humans, my Reploid brothers could have ushered in a new age. Dude, we could have had the Fifth Reich. You don't even get to see him explode? Oh, okay, there we go. Dude, we just blew up New Berlin. Damn. We just messed up the Nazis again. The war has ended for now, and peace has been restored. But those who sacrifice themselves for the victory will never return. Zero returns in the next game and every other game after that. So I don't know what's up with that retcon. Exhausted, X gazes at the destruction he helped cause and wonders why he chose to fight. Was there another way? So we didn't have to fight the Fourth Reich? We should have helped Hitler? Is this what this game is really positive? Like, is this what it's saying? We should have helped Hitler? Sigma Hitler? Standing on the cliff, the answers seem to escape him. He only knows that he'll fight the Mavericks again before he finds his answer. How long will he keep on fighting? How long will his pain last? Maybe only the X-Buster on his arm knows for sure. What? What is that writing? Oh, alright, so I just want to shout out to my Patreon subscribers. Thanks, Latina Girl in the Army, number 5. Thanks for Asian Bat creator. He's living in Tokyo right now. Thank you to all the Somalians who came over here and built daycares for us. Thank you for the whites building new breweries and former ethnic ghettos, and always need a microbrewery, right? All right, we've done it. We've succeeded. We've succeeded. Yes. Praise God. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Please leave in the comments the video game you want me to play next. If it's on the App Store, I'll probably play it next. If it's on Steam, if I don't own it, I'm not going to play it, but I don't know.